Good afternoon, or it's still morning. Good morning, everyone. Quiet as it's kept, starting in 1963 and culminating in 1967, Martin Luther King Jr. advanced the idea of an economic bill of rights, particularly in his 1967 book, Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community? There, Martin Luther King Jr. argued that in order to avoid increasing chaos and to achieve community, particularly beloved community, we would need to abolish poverty. Now, those of us who've not read Martin Luther King Jr. are likely to have never even heard the phrase abolition of poverty. But King thought that abolishing poverty was essential to developing community. And to that end, King wanted to go beyond civil rights. That is, civil rights are about political rights that attach to U.S. citizenship, such as voting rights. King advocated going beyond civil rights to pursue economic rights, and part of that included advancing an economic bill of rights. He was talking about amending the U.S. Constitution, adding an economic bill of rights. And this economic bill of rights would have full employment programs, federally funded programs. In many instances, the federal government would need to create new forms so that people could be well paid. And in addition to that, King wanted to supplement full employment policies with a guaranteed income, a guaranteed income. In contemporary language, we usually use the term UBI, Universal Basic Income. So King prescribed a guaranteed income, and the difference between King prescribing a guaranteed income and the rest of us is that when King said guaranteed income, he meant guaranteed good income rather than guaranteed poor income. Now, at this moment in our history, this is a moment in which people are unusually willing or able to appreciate the wisdom of having a guaranteed income. And so if we're going to advance an economic bill of rights as prescribed by Martin Luther King Jr., now is the best time in history to advance that idea.